Hello, All Saints families. As we come to the end of our first full week of e-learning, Mrs. Horgan and I want to take a moment to share a few thoughts about this week, and then also to give you a glimpse of some of our plans as we look ahead. One of the biggest things we learned this week is that school will be closed through the rest of the academic year. And so for the faculty and staff, that's been an opportunity for us to really change our thinking because now we recognize that we're not simply running a sprint, but we're actually committed to a marathon. And so we have to ask the question of how can we strike the right balance for our students and our families, and how can we sustain our efforts going forward? And that led to discussion about taking Friday off, in a sense, making it a less academic day, and the design of our Eagle Day. So on this first Eagle Day, we want to say enjoy this day. We hope that it's a wonderful chance to recharge with your families and just do activities that you find very rewarding and very enriching for your family.
So what does EAGLE stand for? Well, it's an acronym that the faculty and staff work together to come up with. E is going to stand for evaluate. Review the learning that has happened the previous week. Have you completed all of your assignments? Is there any catch-up work that you need to do? A is going to stand for adjust. Identify any challenges that you had this week and develop a plan for next week. G is going to be for goals. What do your goals look like for next week? L, most important, love God. Attend a virtual mass. Pray the rosary. Read an excerpt from the Bible. And E, of course, is for energize. Exercise, play a game, get out and relax.
Most importantly, the design of Eagle Day recognizes the value of forming the whole child. And we see that this is a high stress time for families, and so it's important that we're very intentional about hitting that pause button every week and stepping back, evaluating what we've done, but also having a chance just to relax and to be re-energized. A quick update about report cards. The teachers have wrapped those up for the second trimester. Again, I'm so appreciative of their dedication. In addition to transitioning to e-learning, they have completed report cards. They will be available for your review beginning today. We considered a number of different approaches as to how to make those reports available to you, and the most efficient process is going to be for us to grant access through PowerSchool. So you'll receive an email later today with step-by-step instructions as to how you can view those reports. As always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to let us know. Mrs. Pettigen, our PowerSchool coordinator, is the point of contact and is more than happy to assist. Looking ahead to next week and the following week, we are excited to announce that we're going to be offering virtual classes for our students. Some of our teachers already have been sending pre-recorded videos, which is wonderful, but we recognize the value of having the interaction with our students and providing students a chance to interact with one another.
So how are we going to do that? We're going to utilize the platform Zoom. Safety is always our top priority for our students, and so parent permission slips will be forthcoming that outline procedures for the families to utilize Zoom. We also want to make sure that our faculty understands the procedures for utilizing this as well.
And now that we know that we're going to be operating in a digital learning environment for the rest of the school year, we're looking at that question of how we can transition kindergarten, first, and second grade into an online learning environment as well. So more information will be forthcoming on that. We're looking at using Google Platform in those grades as well, and the teachers will be sharing details with you in the weeks ahead. Of course, the question remains, what about those learning packets that the children have been working so diligently to complete the last couple of weeks?
There's an answer for that. We have a tentative schedule for Tuesday and Thursday with curbside service for drop-off of all of those learning materials that your students have been creating. Weather dependent on Tuesday and Thursday from 9 to 11 a.m., 1 to 3 p.m., and 5 to 7 p.m. With keeping social distancing in mind, we will be happy to offer curbside service for parents to drive through and drop off those materials.
We'll send you an email to confirm those arrangements early next week once we get a final forecast and know what the weather will be like on those 2 days. Also, Mrs. Horgan has shared with you the outline of the Eagle Day. We'll be sending you details on that as well as a graphic organizer that you can refer to when you plan your Eagle Days with your family. I think that leaves just one more thing, and that's a special announcement that next Wednesday will be a Spirit Day for all of our students and our parents. So we encourage you to wear your spirit attire and to send us photos.
You can send those photos to development@allsaintsva.org. We look forward to keeping in contact with you via email and video postings, and we always encourage you to follow us on all social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also find any questions that you need answers to on our e-learning school website, allsaintsvaschool.org.
We hope you enjoy the first Eagle Day and that you have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe.
Be well.
And remember,
With God, all things are possible.